already bought a mattress. They know. Do you see what I've been trying to do here? Since I want us to be able to
look at
actually
this.
sleep on one of these beds, I've left our first one as is, and I've tried to place the other bed so as to allow for a little path we can sneak through. By November 10th, though, we're maxed out at 49. I couldn't possibly even add one more mattress without obstructing the path to the bathroom, the kitchen, or the front door. Those are my three favorite rooms: bathroom, kitchen, and outside. Since they've shown no indication that they're going to stop emailing me mattress offers, I have no choice. I have to expand. But as I begin to consider this
That's what she said.
possibility,
I
I'm
have to
nagged by a
expand.
feeling that this mess is not the experience the manufacturer of my mattress intended me to have. Remember that email way back when they sold me
Naoko wants to
redundant
be
mattress
short.
number 1? They expressed a hope that I would enjoy it. Not just
Bro.
have it, but enjoy it. And I have not been enjoying any of this. That changes today.
What do you mean that changes today?
I'm making an addendum to rule number 3. In accordance with the spirit of this rule, I must make every accommodation to ensure that every single mattress I purchase is immediately accessible, such that I might enjoy it as I see fit. That means no more stacking mattresses and no more standing them on their sides. I should be able to belly flop on any one of these mattresses at any moment of my choosing. I'm sure you're already imagining how expensive this is gonna get, but I don't think I'm being a martyr here. I don't think I'm creating a needless complication for myself. In every email and in every link they direct me to, they champion the superior comfort of their mattresses and insist I will love them. By pack ratting them in here like this, I simply wasn't playing the game the right way. Here's the new plan. I'm hauling all but 5 of these mattresses out of here, ensuring that these 5 are immediately accessible. I'm renting nearby apartments, as many as I need to ensure that I can position the remaining 44 mattresses in a similarly accessible fashion.
Can he still
This
move?
would be much
bro?
cheaper and easier if I were to move out of New York City. Should I move? Well, that's a question of whether or not they think I should.
$83,000.
They know where I live, and they're still
Just
asking
get
me
a
to buy
new
these
house.
mattresses, so I don't think so. My mattresses and I are staying in the neighborhood, ideally within the nearest couple of blocks. This means renting out brownstone apartments. After studying blueprints from a variety of sources, I have assembled what I believe to be a fairly representative floor plan of a typical brownstone: a basement, first floor, second floor, and third floor. Basements are preferable for our purposes. With fewer walls and partitions, this basement allows me to store 8 mattresses. But since the vast majority of apartments are not basement apartments, I'd have to expand my search radius so far that my mattresses would require longer and longer walks to get to, rendering them less accessible. I can't get picky here. No choice but to just rent out any and every apartment I can, even if the floor plans are suboptimal and allow for fewer mattresses. A lot of these apartments, which were built more than a century ago, are rife with nooks and crannies that are just barely too small for a California king. I just had to pick a California king, didn't I? Why did I have to pick the biggest one? When did I become Little Lord Fauntleroy? Why did I get so fancy? At what point did I forget where I came from? Well, whenever in my life that happened, I'm paying the price now. On average, apartments in my neighborhood rent for $4.12 per square foot per month. That means that renting out this entire brownstone is going to cost me just over $13,000 a month. Even then, as we see here, your average brownstone only accommodates 26 of my mattresses. 18 of my mattresses still need a home. I have little choice but to rent out a second brownstone. My rent is now more than $26,000 a month. Thanks to that one $1,400 mattress I bought via that one little email address, my expenses are now spiraling completely out of control. Even if the mattress company never emails me ever again, it will continue to spiral. I'll be paying more than $300,000 a year in rent, and since these mattresses are guaranteed with a 10-year warranty, I'm looking at more than $3 million. So how, you're probably asking, do I have $3 million to throw away on this? Mind your own business.
Bro. It's not yet finished. What do you mean it's not yet finished?
The mattress company does indeed continue to email me, typically to ask me to buy a mattress. By the end of 2020, they have required me to purchase my 61st mattress, thereby necessitating the rental of a third.
What do you mean he
brownstone.
doesn't know?
Total expenditures entering 2021, $156,688. Thankfully and mysteriously, they spend most of the first 5 months of the year leaving me alone, emailing me just 5 mattress offers total. But the cost of the mattresses themselves is almost immaterial in comparison to the rent I am now obligated to pay. Entering June, these 3 brownstones have now put me about $360,000 in the red. During June and July, they sell me 19 more mattresses, thereby compelling brownstone rental number 4. Perhaps most galling, though, is an email in which they do not sell me a mattress. July 25th, class begins tomorrow. Without even bothering to ask me first, they have enrolled me in a daily email curriculum about how to sleep good. You gotta be kidding me. You have made more than $100,000 off me. I have donated a third of a mil to area landlords just so I can store and arrange your products in a respectable manner. And you want me to go to mattress school in July. It's becoming extraordinarily confusing.
What the fuck is a mattress
school? I think I'm such a rabid brand loyalist that I'll attend their email summer school.
Why do you need a mattress school?
Unfathomably depressing to dwell on for any length of time. On the other hand, it's quite clear that they've completely forgotten who I am. September 1st, 2021, subject line, "This is what your current mattress is missing." Then they go on to describe the exact same mattress technology that is inside the mattress that they sold me. 6 weeks later, join over 1 million satisfied sleepers and experience the unparalleled comfort of a mattress for yourself. I'm one of those million. I'm one of those 1 million. How do you think we got here? How do you think you got my email address? Did I just send it to you so you can email me for 3.5 years to help me make a decision? I'm starting to feel like I'm the only person around here who even gives a damn. I've faithfully purchased every mattress they've tried to sell me, and I've just as faithfully found a good home for each and every one at tremendous personal expense. By the end of 2021, I have required myself to purchase 136 mattresses. That hiatus at the year's outset was only temporary and was followed by a relentless assault on my inbox, the likes of which I have never seen from any other company of any kind. I have rented out a 5th and 6th brownstone to find room for all of them. I pay $79,000 in rent every month. I have now spent about $874,000 total. As we move into 2022, I'm beginning to get the impression that at mattress company headquarters, one hand often doesn't know what the other hand is doing. On Valentine's Day, they send me 2 emails a mere 12 minutes apart that have different subject lines but are otherwise identical. Both sell me a mattress. This is going to happen several more times going forward, and it is going to be hell on my bottom line. By May, my total expenditures pass $1.4 million, and I am now nominally the tenant of 8 brownstones that house my 189 mattresses. Their email blitz simply will not end. This while, interestingly enough, they seem to have now remembered that I do already own their mattress. Look at this, May 18th. Loving your mattress? Then you'll love our other products, such as a mattress. Once again, it is reasonable to wonder whether they think I might have a kid and might be in the market for a mattress for that kid, and that's why they keep emailing me. But we do have to ask ourselves this. If I had, in the real-world timeline, purchased a second mattress, do we really think they would have stopped emailing me? What if I'd really bought a third, a fourth, a fifth? When would it stop? I mean, is this what Mattress HQ looks like? Is it a dusty, sepia-toned, sun-drenched office like the one in Saving Private Ryan? Do they have a kindly woman like this one whose heart breaks upon realizing a mother has lost 3 of her 4 sons, or that a valiant and heroic YouTuber has bought 3 mattresses and races to alert commanding officers? No, they don't make people like her anymore. And there's no reason to believe these mattress offers would ever cease, no matter how many I entertained. These emails are being pushed out thoughtlessly and endlessly with no regard for their poor, increasingly insolvent recipient. And in fact, the language is now becoming a little more aggressive. June 4th subject line begins with open ASAP. Oh, so that's going to do the trick, huh? I watched your previous 190 emails float down my inbox like logs down a stream, but now that you're advising me to open ASAP, I better open this one, right? Let's fast forward to October of 2022, by the end of which I have rented out a 9th and 10th brownstone and watched
After
my total
the-
expenditures
after
to
this
date
video,
climb
I'll
above
probably
$2
answer
million.
now.
Email
I
number
got super
333
sleepy
sent on
out of
October
nowhere.
27th. Don't keep us a secret.
Oh,
Dear God in heaven.
fuck.
They did it. They finally did it. It finally occurred to them to reach out to me about their referral program. Email number 333 is the very first time I have ever heard about this program, which offers me a gift card and my friend a slight discount if they buy a mattress on my recommendation.
Shut up.
I've always been here, baby.
No,
I've
no,
never
no,
left.
no.
I still love my mattress you sold me. I've recommended it to other people. Why are you only now, nearly 5 years into this thing, telling me this? This and that safety hazard email are literally the only two reasons a mattress company should ever email you. Ever. In previous years, the mattress company has observed a holiday armistice. Last December, for instance, they really laid off and limited themselves to just a few emails. But this armistice is no longer observed. In December of 22, again, just about half a decade after I bought a mattress, that mattress's manufacturer sends me an unthinkable 23 emails, 20 of which sell me a mattress. I now require 12 brownstones in which to station my armada of 293 mattresses.
293
On the evening of March
mattresses.
2nd, 2023, they
Bro,
send
how
me
much
what is by far their most
How much is that?
unusual email to date. The letterhead is a logo for something called MetaMask. It goes on about something called Know Your Customer Verification. It says my
$439,000.
wallet has been suspended.
Bro.
What? Is this a crypto thing? No, thank you. I have no need for crypto. I have already identified a means of flushing all my money directly down the toilet and completely ruining my life that I am already perfectly happy with. Later that night, whoops. Looks like my mattress company accidentally let some seize their domain and push out a fraudulent email. I don't know how in the world they allowed that to happen. They're deeply apologetic, as well they should be. There are probably upwards of 1 million people on this mailing list. I bet a fair number of folks were taken in by this. And whatever you might think of people who've thrown their fortunes into crypto, it's still sad to think of people getting scammed. How many people saw their finances wiped out by this? This mattress company has a lot to answer for. We apologize for any concern or inconvenience this has caused. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. 1 day later. So, anyways, wanna buy a mattress? These people spend the back half of March trying to yank my chain. On the 14th, they introduce a new offer. Up to $800 worth of savings with the purchase of a mattress. They email me about it again on the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, and the 24th. On the 27th, the sale's almost over. On the 28th, the sale ends tonight. This is your very last chance to save $800. The very next day, I kid you not, hey, want to save $800? It is the exact same sale, and it's one they spend most of April emailing me about over and over and over. They just don't care. They don't care that their sales and promotional campaigns run right into each other and produce obvious contradictions. They don't care whether I've already bought a mattress or not. This would be an incredibly simple fix. Put my email in a database, label that database customers who have already bought a bed, and email the people in that database accordingly. Focus on bed sheets, accessories, that kind of thing. Reduce your mattress offers by about 99%, and even then, sell me on why I would want a second one. But they don't care enough to do that. I'd be willing to bet that they're able to see how often or seldom I actually open their emails, which, before I began conducting this research, was absolutely never. They don't care about that either, nor should they care necessarily. Each email probably costs them 1/10 of a cent to send. If you can construct an entire universe of nothingness and it costs nothing, then hey, why not? I opted to conclude this study upon receiving my 500th mattress offer on March 24th, 2024, some 6 years and change after my original mattress purchase. By this point, I had rented out 20 entire brownstones. That's close to an entire city block, right in the middle of Brooklyn, populated by 500 mattresses and 0 people. This is supervillain type stuff. I've got to be the worst gentrifier humankind has ever seen. By this point, I had spent $5,925,312. Only about 12% of that was spent on the mattresses themselves. The rest went to rent. Rent, which was required to place those mattresses as they were intended to be placed. Mattresses that they intended me to buy, regardless of how many I had previously bought. What does the future hold?
What does the future hold?
Well, as I speak to you right now, it is the morning of March 26, 2024. As unlikely as it might be, let's just suppose that they never email me ever again. Although I've purchased my final mattress, my expenses have barely even begun to mount. In accordance with the spirit of their request, as outlined in rule number 3, I must maintain ownership of these mattresses until their 10-year warranty expires. Therefore, I must continue to rent these brownstones until then. There's no telling how much more exploitative the New York City rental market might become, especially because I am single-handedly creating a good deal of market scarcity all by myself, which is probably driving my neighborhood's rent averages through the stratosphere, but let's just suppose rent levels remain in place for the long haul. The mattresses in brownstone number 1, which I began acquiring in October of 2020, will of course surpass their 10-year warranty in October 2030, at which point I can move out of this one. For others, I'll have to wait a lot longer. I won't be able to move out of brownstone number 20 until February of 2034. So, while I've only spent a tick under $6 million as of today, I will have spent $32,385,600 by the time this ordeal is finally behind me. And even this best-case scenario is vastly unlikely. They began the primary phase of their assault on my inbox in June of 2021, and aside from one brief hitch last summer, there has been no let-up. I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to email me at this rate 5, 10, even 20 years from now. I must return to the feeling of astonishment I previously shared with you. This is a terribly designed chart. I did an awful job. The exponential uptick in expenditures is so dramatic that when surveyed all at once, it doesn't look like an uptick at all. It looks like a needle. The reason it's so out of whack is that because when I first plotted this $1,488 mattress purchase, I wanted it to look like something. I wanted to visually acknowledge that $1,400 is a lot of money. This scale would have worked where just about any other consumer product you can name, pizza, socks, laptops, all of those things have very different lifespans. All those things might earn you tons of emails were you to buy them, and while being rewarded for a laptop purchase with 500 more laptop offers would be pretty silly, at least I never would have had to play this satanic real estate game. They're small. I could have fit them all in here. This chart would have remained perfectly linear as far as the eye can see. Simply as a result of conducting this study, I fear that I have doomed myself. Again, they almost certainly have the ability to track the open rates of those emails, and I have now clicked on every single one of the 600 emails they have sent me for a flawless, unheard of 100% open rate, all of which were clicked open within a matter of days. Oh God. They've probably never seen anything like it. I bet they got it printed out and tacked on the wall. Once in a while, the manager points at it. What we've got here is a whale. We're going to print money with this guy. Sell this man every mattress we have. I'm done for. And there's nothing I can do about it. What am I supposed to do? Ignore them? I can't ignore them. They're emails.
Bro, can't ignore the emails. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm gonna go for now. I'll get some rest. I don't know. I feel like really tired for some reason today. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh my. You really want to kill me before I go to bed, huh? Fuck you. Fuck you, Chance. I hate you. If I ever see you, I'm gonna plow your fucking ass. fucking god. I'm gonna fucking plow your ass raw without lube. Fuck you. I'll do your fucking squat before the end. I hate you. I hate you so much. I hope your food is not good today. Or tomorrow. Or the next following days. I hate you. Hey Connie. Oh, my daughter is here. I'm gonna fucking suffer in squats. Oh my fucking god. Bro. My fucking legs. Fuck you, Chance. I hope you. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna end now. I'm so sorry for people who just like answered. Uh, I don't know. I just got tired. Like my body started hurting. I'm innocent. Fuck you. Bro, I'm gonna fucking eat you. Would recommend. Wait, you're telling me you try that? Hmm. Hmm. Bro, oh my, you're telling me I've done like 350 in like 2 days? Bro, oh my fucking god. I wonder what's the overall total of squats I did. Uh Probably tomorrow is gonna be worse. If Nyotay Mori exists now, why not armpit soup bowl? What the fuck is Nyotay Mori? Huh? Wait, what is this shit? Serve foods on female body. Oh, that's what they call it. That's fucking disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna go for now.
This
Yeah, eat this. I would probably eat my Coco Crunch in here. Yummy. Fuck you, Chance. Fuck everyone who redeemed squat. I will kill y'all. Swear to God, fuck you.